Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here to make a quick video and a response video to one of the questions that we had in the comment section on the last video. So in this example, I am going to show you very quickly how to basically find sellers using Zillow, and also how you can find sellers without having to deal with a realtor. With that being said, let's hop onto the computer and let's go through it. Okay, so in this video, we're just going to find sellers on Zillow. And I guarantee this is going to be like one of the easiest things you guys have ever done. So first, we're going to go to Zillow.com. Oops. All right, so here we are, Zillow.com, and we are going to go to a market that we like. So with that being said, let's go to Phoenix, Arizona. Spell that correctly. All right. Cool. So here we are in the legal segment of Phoenix, Arizona. And all we're going to do to find sellers first is, as you guys can see here, we have for sales, right? We have for rent and we have sold. So in reference to finding the sellers, we first want to look at everyone that is a actual owner, so that we can go directly to the owner and possibly make an offer. So we're going to take out this, take out coming soon, take out new construction, and we're also going to take out the by agent. So now that we've done that, we'll hit apply. And you'll notice that on the right hand side, Zillow has something called agent listings, and they have something on the right hand side that's called other listings. And this is fantastic for us because what we're going to do is we're going to click on the area that says other listings. Now, everyone that is on here should be, again, it should be the owner attempting to sell their own property. Now, there are many reasons that an owner would do this. Sometimes they have listed their property with a realtor and they were disappointed. Other times they may have such a small margin of equity in the property that they really can't afford to pay an agent a 6 or 3 or 2% commission. Regardless of the reason, we have access to them right here. And they're basically letting us know that they want to sell. The question is if they want to sell at a price point that works for us in our investment strategy. And with that being said, is we don't know if it works or not until we actually speak to them on the phone. So we're going to just select a few of them, like this one. And so right here, we have a description, right? And then we have in the description says, hey, text is the preferred method of communication. Cool. So they give us a phone number here. Now, what's great about this little area as we scroll down where it says what sellers love about the home, blah, blah, it says listed by. When you see the area that says listed by and it says property owner, this is letting you know that what Zillow has done is they've attempted to do some type of due diligence ahead of time, like minute due diligence. So Zillow may try to figure out whose name is on the title on the property, and then they reach back out to the prospective seller and to have them verify information. Then they may text them or call them and have them verify that the number that they're going to list on Zillow's website is a number that actually gives people access to them as the seller. Okay. So one of the benefits here is that if Zillow has their number here verified, the benefit here is you at least have a way to contact this particular seller. Now, does that mean that every seller answers the phone when you call? No. Does that mean that if I call today that I should hear something back by tomorrow? No. As oftentimes these particular sellers tend to be people that they have jobs. So you may call them at, I don't know, 5 p.m. and they may have just gotten to work, or maybe they haven't made it home yet, or maybe they're using a Google Voice number, or maybe they work two different shifts, and so the only time they can call or text back is when they're not at work, right? You don't know, so just don't allow that to deter you. All right. Now, what you don't want to do in this process is you do not want to be the person that goes to a listing like this and someone who actually clicks on where it says contact agent. That's not what you want to do. When you click on contact agent, Zillow is trying to gain your information as a lead, and then they're going to sell your information as a lead to real estate agents. If you don't know by now, the way that Zillow makes majority of their income outside of advertising is by lead generation and giving those particular leads to real estate agents or real estate agents or realtors. Okay, and that's how Zillow makes their money. So, with that being said, you want to always scroll down, slow down, scroll down, and read. And if you slow down and if you scroll down and read, you're going to be able to have the property owner's phone number. Again, could this be a Google Voice number? Could this be a secondary line? You know, absolutely. So don't be discouraged if you call someone and you hear that it's a Google Voice number. That could simply be a homeowner wanting to protect like their personal number, right? So like just don't be discouraged. But do know that this is the number that Zillow has already verified. Zillow has already sent a confirmation text message to this number. Zillow has already sent a ringless voicemail to this number, and possibly they've already spoken to a receptionist at Zillow. All right. And guess what? That's it. That's literally all we have to do to find the homeowners who are looking to sell their homes on their own, right? Therefore, sell by owners. That's literally it. Now, I prefer that people use for sale by owner leads like these as a great way to warm up, right? To practice, to shadow box um, when it comes to speaking with sellers. If you are fearful of like talking with people, what's great about speaking with these individuals is that you already know that these are individuals who want to sell the property. So you're not having to go through a longer route of having to build a lot of rapport, trying to, peel back the layers and figuring out, hey, why are you selling? How soon do you want to sell? How much do you want to sell it for? What are you thinking what are you thinking a good price point would be, right? You don't have to do all that. The reason you don't have to do all that is because one, you know that they're interested in selling because they've went through the time and put their property on Zillow. And two, you have an idea already what they want to sell the property for because there's a price point on Zillow. And then, of course, you don't have to worry about speaking to the wrong person most of the time because Zillow has tried their best to verify that that person is the proper person for the listing, right? So I just want to remind you guys, like, this is fantastic. Like, if you are afraid to speak to people, this is like the best way to really exercise those muscles. Now, can you get deals from this? Absolutely, you can get deals from this. I've closed deals from like literally doing this, sitting behind a desk, looking at the for sale by owners on Zillow, um, and then selling the property to a hedge fund, selling the property to investors, literally just by looking on the for sale by owners on Zillow. So yeah, you can do this. Um, what I will say though is because this is accessible to like anyone and everybody, you want to be able to you want to be someone that moves quickly. So if you're going to offer someone a cash offer and you tell them that you're going to follow up with them later on that day, then follow up with them later on that day. Because again, they're up here on a public website that anyone could access. If you delay in following up, it's going to hurt your chances of getting that property under contract and obviously diminish your chances for even closing the deal. I will also say this: when you get one of these properties under contract, it is in your best interest for the homeowner. It's actually in your best interest and the homeowner, really, to take their listing down. If you leave the listing up, the likelihood of you being able to sell that same property to another investor is like 10%. And the reason being is that investors, ironically, it's weird. Investors are more comfortable with buying your properties when they can actually see that it's not available to everyone. And what that does sometimes as well is when the investors are going to get like a loan to finance their acquisition, if they see that you have, so like if you tell them that you're looking to uh, give them the property for, let's say, let's take this one for example. I think this is a trailer, but yeah, let's talk about it. So let's say, like, for example, let's say we talk to this person and we get the property under contract for 45,000 or maybe 50,000, right? And you tell them like, hey, yeah, I'm willing to give you this deal for 60 grand. If they see on here that it's for 57,900, it's going to kill the ability to actually get the deal done, right? So what you want to be able to do is, after you and the seller agree to sign your agreement, you need the seller to take their listing down or to put it as pending. And honestly, just have them take it down. Okay, have them take it down. And now that it's taken down, when you share the address with other investors and they look it up, because most investors will look it up because they're looking to spend money, so they do their due diligence. When they look at the property, it's not going to say for sale by X amount of dollars. It won't say pending. And so that makes it easier to do a deal, and it makes it easier for the investors to get finance for the deal. Here's why. If an investor is going to buy this property from me at $60,000 and they're going to get like a bank loan, they may request from their lender, their bank, the bank who's funding them. They may request like, hey, I need to purchase and do renovations. So the overall loan might be 75,000 or 80,000. And so when it comes time for them to actually, verify and solidify and convince basically the lender of why they're paying 85 for it, it makes it a lot easier when they don't see a sales price that is at 60 grand. Sounds weird. I'm just telling you from experience, telling you from personal experience. It makes the deal go a lot quicker and it makes things a lot easier. So anyway, long story short, with all that being said, this is the easiest way to find for sale by owners. Again, we're using Zillow. It costs you nothing but your focus, your energy, and your time, and you just have to put forth the effort, make the phone calls, make the offers, and yeah, that is it for today's video. If you have more questions, put them in the comments, just like I answered this one with a video. I will answer yours with a video as well. And yeah, with that being said, peace. We're done. Bye bye.